A meeting on the airplane produced one of the most iconic bags in the world. How do you scream, "I'm wealthy," by not saying, "I'm wealthy"? You know how? One word: Birkin. Yes, you see Birkin all over the place, especially in Hollywood. You see celebrities from Naomi Campbell to Mariah Carey to Cardi B to Saweetie wearing this iconic bag. But how does bag become? I'm going to tell you about the history of Birkin and how it became a beautiful, iconic bag by the actress Jane Birkin, who was on the airplane and met with Louise Dumas, who was the CEO, artistic director of Hermes. Jane Birkin was born December 14th, 1946 in Marylebone, London. She was the daughter of Judy Campbell, who was an actress, and the daughter of David Birkin, who was a Royal Navy lieutenant commander and World War II spy. Her brother was the screenwriter Andrew Birkin. Birkin was raised in Chelsea, and she was an English girl. Often she would complain that she would be bullied, and she suffered from body image problems when she went to boarding school. Jane was very shy, quiet kind of girl. So she attended Miss Ironsdale School in Kensington. She was educated in Upper Chine School, and at the age of 17, she met composer John Barry. She married him in 1965 and had her first daughter, Kate. The couple divorced in 1968, and Birkin returned back home to London, and she began auditioning for English roles and started her acting career in Los Angeles. In the 1960s, Jane Birkin was into the swinging London scene. And the swinging London scene consists of pop culture, free-spirited, pop fashion, and exploring different things sexually. Later, she had a small role in the movie Michelangelo Antonio's Blow Up as a model. Then in 1969, she met Serge Gainsbourg. They were in a movie called Slogan, and they collaborated on that project together. They will go on to create the song called Je t'aime moi non plus, which is called I Love You, Me Neither in English. And what was very taboo about that song was it was very sexually explicit. And back then in 1969, they were not used to that. In fact, they thought it was very outrageous that they banned it in Italy, United Kingdom, a lot of different parts in Europe. It was in 1983 that a simple ride on Air France turned into one of the most iconic meetings in the world. Jane Birkin was taking Air France a flight to London. Jane Birkin carried a basket as a purse that consisted of her personal items: lotion, soap, magazines, lipstick, you name it. She loved the basket because it carried everything. And back then, in the 1980s, 1970s, women were known to have small bags. They did not have big bags that carried everything. Everything was kept small and light. So as Jane Birkin was on the airplane, she tumbled and the bag spilled over. Everything all over the place. In her diary. One of the passengers said, "Hey, miss, you dropped your diary." And she said, "It's Hermes." The passenger said, "I am Hermes." The passenger was Louis Dumas. So who was Mr. Dumas? Mr. Dumas at the time was the CEO, artistic director of Hermes. Mr. Dumas told Jane Birkin that, "You know what? You need a bag with pockets." Jane replied, "I just want a bag that can carry everything that I need. Something simple." And he told her, "You know what? I'm going to take that idea back to Hermes and we are going to see what we can produce for you." A year later, the Birkin bag was created. It was on shelves. It was iconic. It was exclusive. And most importantly, that made the Birkin bag very iconic was the craftsmanship. No other label, no other company in haute culture produced a bag that was in a category of its own. Today, you can get a Birkin bag, but it's not going to be easy. Jane Birkin is a name that will always be in fashion. It will always be a part of haute culture. It is iconic and it is universal. In the year of 2023, the late Jane Birkin passed away at her home in Paris, France, from cancer. But she left behind her name in the iconic bag that was made after her, the Birkin.